Hey guys, Kyle, All Dogs Off-Road. Today we are going to be installing a 1-inch Mikellis Body Lift on my 2015 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X crew cab short box. Your kit will come in the mail. It comes with all this stuff here. Depending on the configuration of the vehicle you have, it may or may not need more of these pucks, but just to give a basic idea what you're looking at so you have an idea. Metal brackets go where the bed mount is. You'll see this cross supports. And then there are 4 mounts for the little guys, 1 at each corner of the bed, and they each take a black bolt, smaller one. And then for the front, you got small back corner, small front corner up by the headlights, and then the 4 big guys will go. You'll see them when you do it, but there's 4 mounting points right underneath the cab, and then as you do it, obviously all these big bolts go into the cab points. All right, to start, basically with prep work, there is a body mount that is under here. So you have to disconnect. There are 2 bolts underneath, or 2 screws I should say. And then there's a screw here. And then just to make it easier, you may also want to disconnect these. There is a brake line that needs to be disconnected here. But basically, undo all the screws. Depending on the trim level you have, there is a bolt that kind of holds that in place. But your body mount is here. Otherwise, if you want, you can disconnect. There's some brake lines here, but you do have to disconnect the steering linkage up here. That is the main thing, or at least loosen it to where it can grab slack as you lift the body up. As we move around to the front, basically all you really need to do is disconnect your battery cable. May not be necessary, but just to be safe. Otherwise, you will need to take your intake hose off of your air box, whether it be factory or aftermarket. The box is going to move as you lift the truck up, so it's just easier to put everything back together once it is all disconnected. There's going to be a mass airflow sensor on here at one point, depending on where you have it, and then also a hose that connects to your intake. Alright, all the factory bolts for the body, for the cab at least, are 17 mil. So we are just simply going to break them loose and move to the next step. One.
Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we disconnected all the bolts, and now all we do is simply slide the puck in, and then bolt, and slide it up in there like so. Baby. Why is that not going in? Oh, there we go. There we go. As you put the first one in, the bolt may bind. That is because we are doing one side at a time, so the truck is sitting off canter. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go just down the side here, and then we're going to switch to the other side and do the other side. Moving on to the driver's side, remember the steering linkage up here. If it's a 1-inch, I think all you have to do is disconnect it here. If it's a 2-inch, you have to loosen both ends. The first end is here, and the other end is under your steering column. All right, body mounts are installed. Torque is 65 pound-feet. Just go around the back one. The back corner ones are a pain in the ass to get to, so if you add a couple extensions, add a couple more pound-feet on your torque wrench because it multiplies. That's it. And then don't forget your bolt up top. All right, so front's done, tightened up, torqued. Got to put everything else back together, but we're on to the rear. two 14mm bolts on each side of the truck. There's one here, and then the other one is buried up in here. It's kind of a pain to get to. We'll see how that goes with the exhaust here. It's not really movable. And then for your metal brackets that you got, one will go in here. It'll slide underneath this when you get the bed up. It'll slide in there, and then the second one will pinch between here and the bed support. And then you lower it down and tighten everything back up.
Hell yeah.